Okay, welcome America. Welcome Taylor Swift. I shouldn't just be welcoming America because you guys, I just told my class, I got a message this morning from India. An Indian math teacher saw my YouTube channel and he wants to collaborate with me. So basically I'm famous. So, your math teacher is famous and I shouldn't be welcoming America. I should be, what should I welcome if I don't? Welcome the world. Welcome America and India to a review of how to all the ways to prove triangles congruent. So we are just gonna run through these because this is a review. So we take a look at number one. We have hidden information. We know that this side is shared, so it's congruent. So what way proves these two triangles congruent? And just feel free to talk and we'll just get it out. We have one set of corresponding sides, another set of corresponding sides, and then a third set of corresponding sides. 3 sets of corresponding sides. Side. Done. Number 2, again, a shared side. So what way proves these two triangles congruent in number 2? It is. Side. Number 3. Hidden information is vertical angles. We can't do this problem unless we identify the vertical angles. We see the vertical angles. Now we have a side that's in between those two angles. So since in the diagram the side is in between the two angles, it has to be in between the two angles also in the name. So how is that? Angle, side, angle. Any questions on that one? Number 4. Now, the first thing I noticed is these are right triangles. So they could be congruent by HL, okay? But let's just look and see. We've got angle, side. Is this a way to prove triangles congruent? No, it spells a bad word. That reminds us that is not on our list. If you look at our summary of the 5 ways, that is not one of the ways. And I went through the reason why, but we won't do that now. But we do have to check HL. So we check, oh look, we've got a hypotenuse that's congruent to this hypotenuse, and we've also got a leg that's congruent to this leg. So these two triangles are congruent by HL. I think that's the hardest one for most students. Questions on HL? All right, number 5. We've got a side in between two angles. Angle, side, angle. Feel free to ask questions. Are we getting this? Is this getting easier? Okay, good. Shared information here, this side. So we have an angle, two angles, and a side. However, the side is not in between those two angles. It's on the outside. So in the name, the side has to also be on the outside of the two angles. How do we do that? We say the name, angles, and then put a side. If you want to write that as side, angle, it's the same thing. Okay, usually there's a drop down and it's written this way. What about number 7? We've got right triangles, so they could be congruent by HL. However, we only have one side, so it's not going to be congruent by HL. We just don't have the hypotenuse. But let's see what we do have. We've got 2 angles and a side in between those 2 angles. Yes. Vertical angles for number 8. What's that one? 1 angle, 2 sides. The angle is in between the 2 sides. Side, angle, side. How are we doing? Okay. Number 9, shared information here. That side. This small angle here is in between those 2 sides that we have. So how do we write that? Side, angle, side. Let me know if you've got a question. Yeah.
One of your things has angle sides on one of your answers.
Oh, what did I do?
On mine, it's angle side angle.
Thank you. This is not right. glad you caught that. I would have had to delete my video. Angle, side, angle. We have a side in between two angles. Thank you. Perfect. All right, number 10. Shared side there. So what's that? Side, side, side. Again, shared side. I'm putting 2 marks because we already have one side that has 1 mark. So this would be side, side, angle, or angle, side, side, but that's not a way. They're right triangles, so we have to check HL. Look, we have this hypotenuse is congruent to this hypotenuse, and then we have a leg. So this is HL. How are we doing? Okay, 12. We've got 2 angles on a side. However, the side is what's called non-included. It's not in between those 2 angles. So in the name, the side has to be on the outside of the 2 angles as well. How do we do that? I guess I could have only put 1 mark there, right? Because that side's got 2, so I could put 1 there. So here we've got an angle in between 2 sides. What's that called? Okay, this one we've got 2 angles and a side in between those 2 angles. What's that? Clearly 15, we've got 3 sides. 16, 1 angle in between 2 sides. Let me know if I'm going too fast. Last one. Right triangles could be HL, but we only have 1 side, so it's not HL. We've got 2 angles on a side, but the side is not included. It's not in between those 2 angles. So we have to name the angles first and then the side. So that's what? That's it. Thanks for coming out.